for Summit Township Treasurer Dave Heins. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
How are
Dave.
you today?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Everyone's running in Summit Township.
You know, there's
It seems like it.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't remember ever seeing as many.
There's 9 candidates for 4 trustee spots.
Okay, so that's
That's
where the
yeah,
action's at.
That's where the action's at.
So is there a treasurer right now in Summit Township?
Yes, Bill Moylan's their present treasurer, and my term is up the end of the year as trustee, and so I was looking for somebody to continue. I'm retired, so I've got time, and wanted to do something, and treasurer looked like it'd be a good fit.
What's your history in Summit Township?
Lived there for, about 65, 66 years. And my father was on the board at Summit Township for 2 terms. My son was a paid-on-call firefighter. And after my father retired from consumers, he became a paid-on-call firefighter.
Oh, wow.
So I'll be actually kind of backwards, but the 3rd generation working at Summit Township.
That's cool.
So it's a good fit. I've enjoyed the almost 4 years now as a trustee. It's eye-opening. We've had some controversies, but we've been able to work through it, and it's enjoyable to do it.
Yeah. So with the treasurer position, what are the responsibilities other than collect money?
Well, the treasurer doesn't really collect money. That's more, it's tax base and that sort of thing. Treasurer is responsible for the investments, trying to get the highest interest rate, protecting the money, not putting it all into one account where you're not going to have FDIC insurance on it. Just sort of managing the money. We've got a deputy treasurer right now that does an excellent job as far as the day-to-day running of the township. And unfortunately, he's going to be leaving in about a year. He's going to retire. So that's going to be one of our main projects is to hire a new deputy treasurer. And it's going to be hard to fill his shoes. He's been there a long time.
Yeah.
How financially healthy is Summit Township right now?
Our budget is about $5.3 million a year. We have got some issues with some pension underfunding, but we're addressing that. Some of the information out there is, I wouldn't say incorrect, but it's misleading. We're funded at about 61% right now, which is not a terrible position to be in. It's not great, but we pay extra every month, and by 2030 we should be at 80%, maybe a little bit higher, which is a normal funding level. So we're making progress on it. We just ordered a new ladder truck. That's about a 2-year delivery on that. Our old one had some mechanical issues, and it just had to be taken out of service. So there was a lot of discussion that took place. Do we want to spend this money, or can we depend on Spring Arbor, Blackman, and the city for a ladder truck? And we just decided that time doesn't necessarily mean money. Time means lives in the fire service. And with JC and the tall dorms out there, we just felt it was our moral responsibility to have a ladder truck as close as possible.
Yeah, that's great.
So we voted on it and decided to go ahead with it. So that'll be another challenge, is funding for that, but it's doable. We can do it.
Yeah, I really like anything police and fire, and can't say anything. I'm never against anything police and fire. And with that, I wanted to ask you who your favorite brother was.
It's hard to say. There were 5 boys in the family, and I'm the oldest, and Matt's the youngest. So I guess I've got to say Matt, just because I feel sorry for him sometimes. But he and I are the only ones left in town, so we got to kind of depend on each other.
So what kind of pension, who are we funding in Summit Township? We've got Department of Public Works, we've got Fire Department, what else?
Well, and you've got your office staff,
Yeah,
stuff like that. You've got 2 separate entities, really. You've got the fire department, which is a union fire department, and you've got union contract and pension obligations there. That's where our big pension obligations are at. And then the hourly people in the township have their separate type of pension, and it's all administered through MERS, which is a statewide group. But the big deficit is the firefighters' pension.
And the township funded through property tax.
Property taxes, revenue sharing. So it's, we look for any way we can get some money.
You raised your family in Summit Township. Just talk about kind of raising your family in Summit and what goes along with that.
Well, I like to tell people that are not from the area how easy it is to live in Summit Township. It's a really easy place to live. Jackson's an easy place to live. You know, if you can't make it from one side of town to the other in 10 or 15 minutes, there's something wrong. It's not like Ann Arbor or Grand Rapids or someplace like that. But I think that's the biggest thing. It's easy to live here. The people are good people. It's a blue collar community, and they're hardworking people, and it's easy to know a lot of people in this town.
Andy's been erroneously telling people that they're putting a Taco Bell on Weatherwax Drive.
I heard something about
Let
that.
me explain why that was confusing to me. They're putting a Taco Bell next to the Weatherwax Pharmacy on M60 in Spring Arbor. Of course, that can get misconstrued as they're building a Taco
could see
Bell
that,
on
yeah.
Weatherwax Road.
See that.
Are they building something?
They're
on
not building a
Weatherwax?
Taco Bell.
They're building a bank.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Yeah, the bank is going
Yeah,
there.
SMBT.
And
is
I don't
there.
know, we've talked about clearing the lot down there, kind of across from the dollar store.
Yeah.
We're not sure what's going on there.
It's not a Taco Bell.
It's not a
I
Taco
can
Bell.
promise you
As far
that.
as we know. Now, we do have a new Italian restaurant opening
That's
up.
right.
Yeah,
And-
right where the old Subway was. So we're all looking forward to that. We told them next time they come to a Summit Township meeting to bring samples. So.
I'm actually anxious for that to open as well. And Bart, I want to tell you, there'll be room for 52 patrons in there.
You know, looking at it, it's hard to believe.
it is
'cause it's
hard to believe.
a strip mall location. What's
Yeah.
the name of that?
I can't remember. Pasta Bowl or something
Something
like that.
like
I
that.
can't
Yeah.
remember exactly, but I'm looking forward to trying it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Maybe you can buy
Oh, yeah, sure.
When are we going?
as soon as they open.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so it's the primary election, and there's two candidates, and so whoever wins the primary is likely going to win the general because that will be the only person standing.
And it's all Republicans running in Summit Township. So if you win the primary, you've won the election.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I said, one way or the other, I'm going to be picking up yard signs on the 7th.
And you can replace them with, welcome to Summit Township, all Republicans, all the time.
I'm not sure about that. I might get a little heat over that.
No, but it's all Republicans running.
Running.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, great to see you. Thanks for coming in, Dave.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Dave.
Candidate for Summit Township Treasurer, Dave Heins. More in the Morning Show after this.